Hey, what's up YouTube? It's SuperDario124. It's been a while. I was just looking on my YouTube channel actually, and the last time I had uploaded was February in 2022. So it's been almost a year and a half since I've made a video on here. I think I may have said it in the past, but one thing I usually like to do is I like to try to make at least one video a year. Obviously, you know, I love all the memories and stuff I've had with the channel, but it hasn't really been a big priority of mine for several years to seriously post on this channel unless I have some cool or interesting thing to post with like unboxings or talking about something video game related. And given that it's 2023 and I haven't uploaded a video yet, I thought this could make for an interesting subject. And today I wanted to talk a little bit about Temu, and I wanted to talk about getting the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom from it. So Temu, as I'm sure you guys have been bombarded with like YouTube ads and stuff for it, but it's a website where it seems like you're basically buying products from China or getting it right from the producers. So there's no middleman, and obviously it makes all the products on Temu and what they're selling very, very cheap. And I never really had any interest in this app. I dived into some other low-cost apps. Like I used like Wish a little bit at one point when I was in high school, but I was never super into them. But my wife a few weeks ago, she was looking to get some new clothing and some classroom materials because she's actually going to become a teacher. She actually ordered stuff off Temu, and she got this load of stuff for a really good amount of money. We were actually really impressed and surprised by the quality of what she got. And what really broke the camel's back, the straw that broke the camel's back for me, was I saw this ad on Temu for new users can get Zelda Tears of the Kingdom for $27.06. And I kind of wanted to start off by showing another ad I'd seen regarding Temu that had to do with a Nintendo Switch. So let me show that real quick, and then I'll even show the Zelda ad that I saw. Alright, so I got my laptop up here, and thankfully I was able to find a Reddit thread that actually had the ad, and this was like almost the exact ad or YouTube short I'd see on YouTube. And it would be for, you'd be getting like a Nintendo Switch for $7. I thought this was really interesting. Obviously I never bought this or even really tried. I thought it just seemed like way too good to be true, and I never had any interest anyway because I've already been a Nintendo Switch owner for 6 years since 2017, so that one didn't really grab my attention. But this is the one that did, and I didn't see it originally on Twitter. This Twitter user posted, I guess it's actually a Temu tweet about it, but I've basically seen this exact advertisement on my YouTube timeline on my phone, and this is what really made me want to actually download Temu and get into it and maybe just see what it was about, see if it was legit or not. So this was the ad I used, and that's how I got this package here today that I like to open and also test with you guys. Now we have come to the unboxing. I just got this today, and I ordered it last Sunday, July 16th, and it came earlier today. So I've kind of been waiting for a little bit to make this video. So I'm just gonna go ahead and open it on up, and let's kind of see what we got here. I'm really fascinated with this idea. I know a lot of these low-cost websites I've seen like don't usually ever sell stuff like this, but if this is as good as it is, maybe I'll consider buying from them again in the future. And ooh, let's see what we got here. And here we go. Wow, that is interesting. It looks like we've got the Japanese version of the game. That's super cool. For those who may not know, the Nintendo Switch isn't region locked, meaning that it can play games from anywhere, from any country around the world. I remember at one point, I think I may have shown it in a previous video, but I actually had a European copy of Spyro the Dragon, and like that worked. I've never had a Japanese copy of a game. I think I also had a European copy of Shadow of the Colossus for PlayStation 4, and that also worked on my American PS4. So, wow, well, from the looks of it, it looks pretty legit. I think this is an actual copy. If it's not, I don't really, that would be really crazy. It at least looks pretty good. I'll just go ahead and take, I don't really have scissors now that I look around. I'll go ahead and take a pen and maybe just go ahead and open it a little bit. Let's see if I can find a good place to, there we go. Awesome. Oh, sorry, let's try again. There we go. Go ahead and take the plastic wrapping off of it. It's kind of, I've kind of had a weird, as amazing as this game is, I wasn't necessarily dying to get it at launch. I have Breath of the Wild, and I put over 60 hours into it, I think, and I've never beaten the game. I've always like thought Zelda was cool, but I was just never like super into it. But I thought the deal on Temu was just like way too good to pass up, considering what you're getting. So here we go. Let's go ahead and open it on up. Wow. There's the cartridge. Look at that. Wow, how crazy is that? Looks like we got a little thing here. It might be cool to open this. This is all in Japanese, obviously. I can tell it's talking about Nintendo Switch Online. It's like it's showing some of the controllers you can use, some games that are compatible with it, or just showcasing games in general for the Switch. This is really cool. I've never owned a Japanese version of a game. Wow, this is really, really cool. Okay, nothing too crazy there, just a little advertising pamphlet. And then I guess for we've got some art. Looks like we got some enemies and maybe Ganon. Pretty cool. So now what I'll go ahead and do is I have my Switch right here with me. This is an American Nintendo Switch. And I would like to go ahead and give it a try here. And I'll go ahead and pop the game out of the desk. Looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and put it in. What? Wow, that's interesting. Okay. That says, oh, look, there's the thing. Did I just not put it in right? Wow. Okay, so it recognizes, I'll probably bring the forward a little bit more. It recognizes Zelda is there. Maybe I'll turn the brightness all the way up. So that's good. You see a little bit more of my games there. Let's do something interesting. Let's see if I can get some gold points for it. Looks like it's checking. It's my account there. And shoot, look at that. I'm getting 70 points. Cool. Awesome. I'm assuming the game probably needs an update. So let's go ahead and see. Everything's working so far. Wow. Let's see. Probably looking at a good size update here. It's not telling me how big it's gonna be. Wow. Interesting. Awesome. Well, I'm sure this is going to be pretty boring to watch, so I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera back on once the update's done. The update was successfully applied, so I'm going to go ahead and actually start the game and see how that goes. I got any issues? Hopefully not. This has all been going better than I've been expecting so far. Okay. Yep. I mean, it looks like it's loading up all right. And then this is the classic scene that I know we've seen in a lot of trailers. I probably won't get too deep. I don't even know anything. I've kind of been trying to stay spoiler free about this game. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to get to a point where I'm at least roaming around a little bit, maybe try to skip these cutscenes, and then we'll see how the gameplay is. Well, I guess that cutscene actually ended relatively quickly, so I'm already at a point, just here off the bat, where I'm able to control Link. Something I also noticed was, this is already in English, right? Like, I didn't have to change any of my settings. Nothing like that. And even the voice acting of the cutscene, maybe the camera caught it in the last video I just did, but it's already in English. Like, it's all in English. That's pretty awesome. Super cool. And I mean, it appears to be running like normal. So this is pretty amazing. Really, really amazing. I don't want to get too deep into it, obviously. Like I said, I really don't know anything about the story of this game, or don't want to potentially spoil anything for anyone. So I'll go ahead and turn it off and make a conclusion real fast. It was a little quick unboxing and a little demo of The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom from Temu for $27. And I think it really comes as no surprise for me to say this, but if you're trying to get this game, or perhaps you don't have it, this game has already came out on May 12th, which was well over 2 months ago, and you still don't own it, but maybe want to get it, or just don't want to spend. You know, this is Nintendo's first game they charged $70 for. Lately, I've been seeing it on sale for as low as $55, but you know, generally, if you're going to download this off the eShop, and just in general, without sales being around, this game retails for $70 in the US. And I was able to get it off Temu, sorry, I don't know if I've been pronouncing that right. I just say Temu. But I've been able to get it off of here for $27, and it's the real deal. This is the actual game, and it works fine. There's nothing weird about it. It's a legit copy. I kind of wonder if this is some sort of loss leader for the company, trying to get people like me to get on the app and spend money. I guess it worked. If they had another offer for something similar to this, where maybe it's like a new Nintendo game or Sony or Xbox game, but then a few months down the line they sell copies at a really cheap price, or I guess this deal was only available to new users, but you could take advantage of this by just creating a new account, or having somebody else create a new account or something like that. There's probably ways to figure around still getting this, but getting this for $27, but it is certainly worth it. I'm very happy that I got this. I'm not really a huge Zelda fan. In fact, funny enough, the only Zelda game I've ever beaten is actually this game, the Nintendo Switch remake of Link's Awakening. That's the only Zelda game I've actually completed the story of. I've tried other Zelda games, like obviously Breath of the Wild. I've also tried like Ocarina of Time, but I was just never super into it. I've had fun with them and didn't want to drop $70, even as amazing as I've heard this game is. So I would definitely say, if you're in a position like me, maybe you don't really know if you're gonna like it, maybe you want to try it out, or maybe just straight up own it for a very cheap price, this is definitely the way to go. And if you could be a little bit patient, it's totally worth it. I live in the Western United States, and this obviously came from somewhere in Asia. I think it's a Chinese company. I think it came out of China somewhere, but it took 8 days for it to get here. And I think everything's like free shipping on Temu. So really great price. Looks like I got the real thing, and I'm very happy with it. And if they continue to do stuff like this, I will give them my money again. If they have more video games like that, then maybe I'll wait a little bit longer for it and get a really good deal on. But anyways, you guys, that's going to go ahead and conclude the video. I hope you enjoyed and maybe this was informative and interesting. And I will go ahead and see y'all till whenever the next time it is I choose to upload, whenever that may be. And absolutely, I'll go ahead and see you guys later. Peace out.